Hello Aries, so this is your love reading for June. Okay, let's see what we have for Aries. Again, this may not apply to everyone because it's a general reading. In case you would like a private reading, you can always contact me. I'll leave the information below. Okay, so let's focus on you, Aries. Whoever needs to hear a message the most, I hope that the cards bring us some meaningful insights. Aries, love, relationship. Okay, let's see. Transcending the illusion or the final judgment. Gaining clarity. Seven of Cups, projections. Morality, the Queen of Swords. The Knight of Cups, trust. And the mind. The Page or Knave of Swords. Okay, so there's a lack of clarity in the relationship you have with the person that you're interested in. There's a lot of clarity and you don't have trust. You don't trust your partner. They seem to be, this Queen of Swords, bit like small-minded. See, this morality is like confined view, strict rules, no going over the lines. Looks like a prison. Like this type of mentality is very harsh, maybe judgmental, bit close-minded, strict, limited view. Not in the sense that they don't see things clearly. That's your problem. That's more of your problem. You're projecting. You're not seeing the reality. More for them is they're being confined within their beliefs. They have like strict beliefs, strict. They don't have an, for whatever reason, they don't have an open mind. They're confined within their logic, their mentality. And it's difficult for them to step over that, over these boundaries that they placed on themselves. There might be and in your case, so their problem is this, like their incapacity to have an open mind and to see more than what they already know, and they stick with the limits. They stick with what they know. There's this harshness. There's not this intolerant even. And from your side, you're projecting. You're seeing things that aren't there. Seven of Cups. You don't see exactly the reality as is. You're maybe making assumptions, and there's a lack of trust in your relationship. There's a lot of trust in your relationship, and I think maybe you, or maybe both of you, or maybe your partner, or maybe both of you, would like to get to the bottom of this with this transcending the illusion, this final judgment. There's this need to get things clear. There's this need to know where you are, but you need to meet somewhere in the middle, because you're both, as I see from this, you both have difficulties in reaching out. They are limiting themselves with whatever beliefs they have, or being too harsh. And you, on the other hand, you're assuming all sorts of things that are not true, and you're projecting, you're not seeing the reality as is. Maybe making assumptions, or maybe having expectations, or maybe, you know, it's like seeing something that is not real, seeing something that is not there. So let me draw one more card. Okay, the Justice. You need to break free from whatever you feel like it is bound. It keeps you bound. This Justice card, you need to see the reality as is. And with this Trust card, let me see. Yeah, you need to build bridges. You need to try and communicate. Don't just assume things and then, I don't know, be pissed off and start thinking, and this is the mind. Start thinking and constructing all these things in your head, and then making them worse than they are, and you're trapped in this energy where you. So there's a lack of trust, and what you need to do to restore, you need to break out of this assumptions that you're making. Maybe you cannot make decisions for this person, but you can make decisions for yourself. So you need to break out of this sort of mentality that keeps you back, where you assume something, where you just jump ahead and automatically believe something without proof or without any solid basis. So you need to cut through all this projections, breakthrough, the jump, breakthrough, this the Justice, cut through, break through all these projections, and learn how to communicate. Sometimes these cards, they work together when coming together. Ten of Pentacles. Sometimes it is about connecting, building bridges, and learn how to communicate. Sometimes this card is telling you to get out of your comfort zone and try to communicate with this person in order to rebuild the trust, that because it's like there's a lack of trust between you two. So first step that might help you would be to open up, to communicate. Honestly, don't project, don't assume, don't really open up for discussion, really open up for communication. When you're opening up for communication, you don't just, it's not just you're saying everything you want to say and that's it. You need to learn how to listen, because sometimes we don't communicate, we just blur out whatever we want to blur out, but we don't really open up and truly try to listen to the other person. So there's this need for openness and communication in order to restore the trust, because there's a trust issue here. So yeah, this is what I can see from you. Maybe you cannot decide for this person, you cannot make decision for them, but you can at least do your part and stop projecting, stop assuming things, stop jumping ahead to jump to conclusions, and start to actually listen to the other person and open up to really truly learn how to listen. And after you build up this type of when they see you open, if you open to them, maybe then they will be willing to open too. But one of you guys has to do the first move, or has to at least try to truly be open to understand and to listen. So there's a problem in communication with you guys, and yeah, you can solve this by start to talk, start to stop assuming things, because you know, sometimes based on whatever we hear or whatever we think, we assume all sorts of things, and we build all sorts of scenarios, and we project all these things that are not real. We're seeing all these things that are not real, and we build up resentment and so on. So you need to cut through that and actually stop jumping to conclusions, stop assuming things, start communicating, and actually learn to open up and listen to that person. And this is how you mend the relationship. This is how you start to build trust again. So yeah, this was the reading for you guys, Aries. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.